GOQii. Be the force.
Hi everyone. Today's discussion is about vitamin D. In the vitamin D, there are like two types, D2 and D3. D2 is by some mushroom which basically absorbs vitamin D. It's not as important. It's just basically vitamin D3 that we look out for. So we are seeing nowadays a lot of people are suffering from lower back pain. Some of us are suffering from a lot of osteoporosis, osteopenia. The difference between porosis and penia is that पोरोसिस में अच्छे खासे स्पॉन्ज जैसे हो जाता है होल्स, एंड पीनिया में ऐसे हो जाता है कि पहले साइंस दिखना चालू हो गया कि आपके बोन्स के अभी लाइनिंग में से चीजें निकलने लग गई, आपका कैल्शियम निकलने लग गया है. So this is a basic difference. So when a doctor tells you that you've reached osteoporosis, you have to be alarmed, and when you have reached osteopenia, you can still do changes in your day-to-day activity to help you get to a good state. So why is this hypovitamin D thing happening in us? So why do some of us have low vitamin D? So one of the thing is that majorly the major contribution is lifestyle. Our lifestyle nowadays govern us so much that we are basically in closed doors mainly. दरवाजे बंद होते हैं, हम ऑफिस में बैठते हैं, एसी में बैठते हैं, तो हमेशा डायरेक्ट लाइट आती नहीं है अपने पास. एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशंस होते हैं जहाँ पर आप इतना बाहर नहीं जा पाते हो. जैसे अगर बहुत सनी एरिया में रहते हो, बहुत ही स्ट्रांग सन के एरिया में रहते हो, तो आप उतना बाहर नहीं जा पाते हो. अगर बहुत ठंड भी होती है तो भी अगर आप जाते हो तो पूरा यू कवर योरसेल्फ कंप्लीटली एंड यू गो. So both ways it does not help. So environmental factors also are a part of it. The other thing is people like us who are colored skin tones, basically the absorption of sun, the vitamin D is much lesser in us. So for example, if a white meaning the fairer skin people had to sit outside in the sun say for 10 minutes, we would have to sit for at least 50 minutes for the same absorption to happen. So our skin color also stops us from absorbing good amount of sunlight, the vitamin D. The other thing you need to understand is vitamin D is absorbed in the skin, from the skin, and then from the skin it gets into your body. It first gets into a pass of your liver, and then the second pass is in your kidney. So even any problem in any one of these places also it might not absorb as well. So vitamin D, you need to understand, is absorbed in the skin area from your skin. So if you say that I sit out in the sun for say 30 minutes a day, but if sitting in covered clothes is not going to help. We generally recommend to show your back to the sun. So if you're jogging or running, you generally have your back open and your legs open, arms open as much as possible, and run, because that helps better in absorbing the sunlight. And the other thing is not putting sunscreen when you're running. So that is one thing you should be doing, is not applying sunscreen in the morning hours when you're going out for a run, because the moment you apply sunscreen, the absorption of the vitamin D reduces by 95%, and SPF of 30 will reduce the absorption of vitamin D by 95% if you're putting it all over your body. So the other thing is, why is vitamin D important? Vitamin D basically is like a glue to your bones. It basically helps the absorption of calcium and putting it into your bones. Phosphorus is equally important in this case. So when you don't eat enough vitamin D along with your calcium and phosphorus, by itself calcium will be only absorbed close to 10 से 15% ही calcium absorb हो जाएगा और बाकी का नहीं हो पाएगा. लेकिन जब आप विटामिन डी लेते हो तब आपका absorption increases to 40%, तो उसका percentage बढ़ जाता है absorption का. So they basically help in the strengthening of the bones. Urge your schools to make it a point that the kids are out in the sun, they're wearing on the PT day, wearing shorts, wearing clothes where they are exposed to the sun properly. You yourself, as I told you, all can, while brushing the kids or while the kid is having his breakfast or something, make them sit out in the sun. Wherever the sun rays are there, just make the kids sit there. Whatever little you can do, you should do.